Hi, and welcome back to Your Healthier Way. This is day 4 in our 30-day raw vegan exercise. I'm Kurt.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Today we'll be making a smoothie, but first I would like to check in with you and see how your day went.
Sure. I started my day out with a smoothie this morning. Apples, spinach, parsley, some other leafy greens. It was 1 liter. And that was actually the first that I broke my fast. If you've been following, you might note that I started out with a 3-day green juice fast, and I intended to break that fast yesterday evening, but we ended up filming a little bit late. So I ended up waiting till this morning to do so.
That's good.
My day was pretty slow. I felt really lethargic. My head seemed kind of heavy. And I had another 1 liter smoothie at 11:15 or 11:30 or so, but I still was really kind of bogged down. When I came home from work, Lisa had a nice, beautiful salad made for me, and it was really tasty. And then I had a little bit more rest after that before I went ahead and had just kind of a small amount of fruit for a snack. And that seemed to really start to pick my energy back up. So there could be a few reasons actually why I was so lethargic this morning, even though my energy level was starting to pick up last night. First of all, we had a lot going on with filming these videos, and we've been real busy with that. The second thing is we went to bed kind of late. I got up a little bit earlier than normal, so I didn't have a whole lot of sleep. But the most likely circumstance is that I probably just didn't have enough food.
That's what
going into a raw vegan lifestyle.
Yeah, that's what I would say. First of all, the juice fast was only for 3 days, and that's just when you're beginning to detox. So I think if the juice fast would have gone much longer, you probably would have felt more energetic. The other idea that I'm having is, when you have a smoothie, you are breaking up the fiber, you drink it, it disappears really quickly, and you don't have to do much work with chewing, with masticating. So it makes sense that it digests a lot more quickly, and then you're hungry. So what I would recommend is have like you could have that smoothie in the morning, then maybe have some fruit next time you get hungry. So you have the chewing process, you have the fiber completely intact, so it takes your body a little bit more work to digest. And I think that may have helped you last a little bit longer energy-wise. And then, and then to have a salad. But you said when you had that salad, did you feel fine after that salad?
I was actually satisfied after having the salad. I probably could have had a little bit more, but I was satisfied, and I don't want to get into overeating.
Yeah, no, that's not good either. And when you got hungry again, you could have had more salad, or I would have even had fruit, because fruits was going to provide the energy, the sugar, the fructose, which our cells are meant to digest.
Right, and it was actually after having a little bit of rest and consuming some raspberries, and Lisa had made some raw dehydrated nutcrackers, which were really tasty as well. That's when my energy started to really come back. So
good.
And some dates as well. I had it. So some of the good kind of fructose that's in the fruit probably helped me pick up a little bit.
That's great.
So, but how was your day?
Well, this morning I started out with a smoothie that I took with me when I was out doing errands, so that would last during the couple of hours that I was out shopping and such. And then for lunch, I took the raw crackers that Kurt mentioned that I made. They were fabulous. They were made with sun-dried tomatoes and some other things. And I put avocado, sprouts, namashoyu, a little salt and pepper, and what else? Red onion, which makes the taste wonderful. And I had, about the size of the palm of my hand. They're very thin. I had 2 of those, like a sandwich, and that pretty much held me over. Then I was able to go to the gym, have all the energy I needed to work out. I wasn't tired. I was able to lift as much. Today was legs and shoulder. Then I did cardio for 20 minutes in the elliptical at a moderate pace, and I came home. And I actually wasn't even famished when I came home. So that was kind of surprising, but nice. So, anything else?
No, I think I'm ready to have a little bit of a nice, tasty smoothie.
I'm ready now for that. So let's go in the kitchen, and I'll show you how to prepare a smoothie. Here we are in the kitchen ready to make a wonderful apple banana lemon smoothie. Before we start with that, let's start talking about bananas first. Unfortunately, in the stores, they often sell bananas that are very yellow or green. Those bananas are not ripe, and most people will eat them thinking that, you know, yellow's good, that's when you want to eat them. It's really not. You want to eat them when they're like this. Brown spots. This means that the bananas are actually at their highest point of being sweet. Bananas are the only fruit that ripen after you pick them off the tree. Unfortunately, everything else pretty much doesn't. What I like to do with bananas is I buy 4 or 5 big bunches at a time. They're yellow-green. I put them on top of the refrigerator. Several days later, when they turn brown like that, I peel them, put them in plastic baggies just like this, stack them all the way up, and I freeze them. So adding frozen bananas to your smoothies gives it a wonderful texture. Okay. Another thing I'd like to point out to you is this handy tool to slice apples. This just makes life so much easier. And of course, with the Vitamix or with a blender, you don't want to put the core in there, so you want to make sure that you take the core out. Or if it's a pear, you want to take the core out as well. We have another tool for that. We'll talk about that in another video. So let's come over here and take a look at the ingredients that we have. Have about 3 or 4 apples, a lemon, 3 bananas. I don't really measure the ingredients. I'm going to cut this right now while I'm speaking. I don't really measure the ingredients. Just going to pop that out. There we go. There goes the core. So nice. I just kind of play as I go. We're also going to add some coconut water and regular water. So what I'd like to do is I start by adding a little bit of water, maybe like a cup, half a cup. Then we're going to add all the apples. What I'm going to do first, because this is so full and the water is not very much, I'm going to add a little bit of coconut water. Coconut water has a lot of benefits. And I'm just going to blend this right now. Just enough to make it liquefied enough. Then I'm going to drop in a couple of bananas. I can see that I need more water because that looks too thick. So we're going to finish that one off. We're going to add a little bit more. Whoops! I'm not the cleanest person in the kitchen. Gonna pop that on. Now it's blending well. So I'm gonna add the last banana. I'm also gonna add the lemon. And what I like to do is peel the lemon. We had a nice little gadget that it's the second one I think we've either lost or dropped down the garbage disposal. So this is how I peel the lemon. You can also do it like this when it's whole and intact. And if I get a little bit of the white in there, I don't really worry about it. The smoothie itself is so sweet that you're going to get enough sweetness to counterbalance the tartness of a little bit of the lemon rind. So here we go. Smells so good. And let's see. Sometimes I go back and I add, let's say it needs to be sweetened some more, I might add some dates. Or another thing that you could do is add spinach and celery to this. Really can't taste the celery, and if you put a little bit of spinach, you really can't taste it. And again, the fruit makes it sweet enough to counterbalance the spinach taste if that kind of grosses you out. It really tastes wonderful. Let me check this one out. That is it. That is it. All right. There you go. Feel free to experiment and play around with different variations of this, different amounts, and happy cooking. First of all, the juice fast was only for 3 days, and that's just when you're beginning to detox.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
And happy cooking. No, not happy cooking. Thank you for watching. No, don't do that.